Carlson is pursuing her MFA in poetry at Sarah Lawrence College. She's always poised and looking fresh. I see her at the Carlson train station frequently at rush hour. She stands out from the crowd, an elegant lady. Her poise and beauty is translated into her work. She is published in literary journals such as the Westchester Review, the Mame, and on online fictionkid.com. Her poetry speaks of female perfectionism, dissociation. She uses material from her own childhood, marriage. She has raised 5 children and relates leading to part 2 of her life. She thanks her esteemed Sarah Lawrence teachers and professors and the community of students who have repeatedly listened to and responded to her work and shared their own, so often making the difference in bringing those poems to fruition. But I'd like to thank her for allowing us to hear her words.
I think I'm maybe the first person to put reading glasses on. Poetry is, for me, a desire to express in my own modes a something that connects me to you. And so, Nocturnal Me. The blackened woods with its jewel eyes, the wild, coyotes, unattractive owls, big and little rodents traveling by whisper sensors, trillions of bugs. The woods belong to these creatures, yet often I leave my bed at night, dressed in black from neck to ankle, barefoot, tiptoe soundlessly outside my apartment. I am a panther, darker than the darkness, fear as my partner and thrill. Let the praying man on the corner fear me now. Let my boldness frighten him. I have practiced this attitude, full of my own instincts to touch leaf and bark, hug trees and large rocks, run my fingers through crevasses, my eyes closed like a bat's, seeing only the looming shadows. It is not too much, not too cold, and the path is not too steep. Swimming poem. Sometimes I wonder why I'm so slow in this world of drills and sprints. Eric says, pull down through the middle what matters happens below the surface. So I alternate, first conjuring Eric's arms, hearing his mantra, then my arms, the right pulling fine, the left errant as a wandering child. Wondering it is like the aging mind. But something happens when the sun streams through the 16 windows at the end of the pool, and I'm swishing like a fish, my shoulders rocking on the turquoise water, watching my hands pull down and down over the lane line, the white tiles, my red nails rippling in the peripheries, like the tulips that wave hello or goodbye on either side of my driveway at home. Before it's too late. The most important thing is gaining a sense of the meaning of spaces in between breaths, not leaving, like winter. But then it's spring, and all the brooks gurgle, and soft green blurs the trees like a Renoir. And there you are, settled down to write on the mossy bench under the pussy willow that you've been touching each night on your way up the stairs. 2 birds call you to the distance, and you find this feeling you're trying to capture or avoid is not caused by the weather or the others. beauty or ugliness, there is always this job, and you must plow. Sonnet for Caroline and I. Caroline wore bright orange corduroys from 9th to 12th grade until styles changed and we propped them like a ball in her closet alongside faithful pals, Gary and Bunny. Nowadays, her room is strewn with books and binders, graduate applications. Yesterday, her eyes were sad, and I had my own difficult night to write about. But upon waking, I scrawled, "Flowers," at the top of the page. Life doesn't always see my poetic gestures, and I get hurt. So today, after I bought them, slicing the stems, swirling the pattern in the warbled glass vase, I told myself they weren't for her. However, hearing her reception of the orange petals, I swiftly reversed. These days, I am aware of going from place to place, sensing time vanishing through widening cracks on my way to class after class. I'm learning to swim better, to think and speak better, to stay with this nothingness, as if I'd lost myself or painted it white as a canvas. Sunset. The day spent cooking. Your mother's birthday and you never call. Guilt chokes you like burnt garlic, waiting for the chicken, slumped, gazing at the striated vase, longing to be pretty as the submerged flower. Better let open the window, open the door, let the men set the table their way, the bare table, strewn forks, scattered china, heat chimes, sun dropping outside, the barbarians still not risen from couches, and your scrunched up face blots this canvas as its painter sighs. Yes, yes, tomorrow will be Easter. You have the milk bunnies, fat jellies, bagged grass, cloistered in the white shopping bag beside licorice boots in your closet. Isn't that right? Moon watching over. The moon is restrained and majestic in a sky full of clouds. As two women hurry for a train after Monday night's poetry class, both are possessed by muscled men. Both want to write like their dead heroines. One tells of sex after dancing at 2 a.m. As they laugh crossing the street, the moon shifts on its pillows, and both croon, planning to write it. When they part, one for the 8:23, one up the hill, to her husband who waits on the couch. A hidden man stalks the first as she purchases her ticket on the vacant platform. It is February. He needs just $1. She apologizes to him in rich, gentle tones, watched by her friend and the moon, as the train comes thundering down the tracks and opens its doors like never before. Last night in bed. The bottle of blue pills had run out 3 days before. Inside, so many stifled heads waved signs saying, "My turn," as if I've swallowed a crystal ball. My son's having bad dreams, a million unpaying gigs, and wrist injuries. I bought a walnut sofa. It's so smooth, I think I've become someone else. Perhaps a woman who wears only silk at night, who corresponds on linen paper every day after 2 p.m. Why not pay heed to the man who smokes outside my second-story yoga class, who tells me to stop seeking my unreachable center, accept who I am? We argue as his wife works the candy counter in a baggy shirt and overgrown hair. I tell him she'd love yoga, but maybe I'm wrong. I miss details and chronology chronically. I'm so many people with time for one, the same 24 as everyone. I'm thinking, if only they could hold hands, go happily round and round, sleep would just happen. Last night in Provincetown, somebody's little girl shrieks delight. She's beaten her brother in a freestyle race outside my nighttime hotel window. Poised in airless space, the metal door triple locked, peering from behind the curtained window. I see myself tiptoe barefoot down the dark stairwell, wearing a new ruche fuchsia bathing suit, alert to suspicious sounds around this boxy building, to the figure-8 pool, framed by lattice, party lights, vinyl lounges, where I set down my cover-up, then touch my toes to the breeze-blown splashes by the shadowed ladder before slipping into the cool. But if I were that woman, I would have clicked a picture of the painted boats in this town's frail pearl light after dinner on the shoreline, saying, "Oh, I never knew I loved the sea." And this will be my last poem. To my love on any day. Because you deserve to know quickly how you move me to shivers despite all these years. It would be easy to miss, I know, each morning as I brush my flippant kiss on your lips, stressing over what I must do with the coming day and how much I've changed since last night when I pulled you to myself and devoured you whole. If I were that simple beast all day, I'd do nothing but wait for the evening. Like today, I'm already waiting to be held in your large eyes at dinner, to watch your arms as you butter your bread and lift your spoon to devour the stew. Already, I'm wanting our favorite show to be over with, so we can dream intertwined. In the middle of our billowy bed, wake up to your sweet alarm ringing tomorrow and do this day again.